Hi there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your mid-August 2024 General Tarot Update. It's Raina here, Sagittarian myself. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I don't really, shuffle on camera, but I was shuffling. Maybe you heard me. And I got that card as the final card for Leo, and that was the first sign that I did. And so that's pretty cool. I got both of these in different positions. It's kind of wild. But yeah, that's a great card. That's our card, Temperance. Pick an additional card. Okay. Well, I mean, when I see that Nine of Swords, I'm like, what? What's that all about? I think, when you get like a positive, a basically positive spread, and then you get like the last card, and it's something that's kind of on the negative side, and you're like, what? I think in life, sometimes having good things happen can frighten people because they're so they're so attached to the opposite. And it kind of threatens their worldview. So that's the only thing I can really think of when I think of the Nine of Swords after the rest of these cards. But anyway, there were two cards. The Strength card is connected to Leo, and so is the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is about taking your bow, having some kind of recognition, some success that other people are noticing. And it's not like, oh, wow, this is so important in life to have other people give us praise or something like that. But it's also, that's true. It's also about receiving these accolades. Some people can't, I mean, that old one about the woman, and you say, gosh, I love your dress, and she says this whole thing. People who reject compliments, and this is what the Six of Wands is about. When you're seeing the talent in somebody else, the good in someone else, and you're acknowledging it, and the other person can't accept it. They can't. But you have to be able to do this. Maybe this is someone who you've fallen in love with, and they're telling you all these great things, and you're like, they're probably cheating. That would be for the Sag with Venus and Scorpio, probably. So in the past position, we have the Seven of Cups. This can be a card of wishful thinking. It can be a card of addiction. And it's a card of confusion. It's lack of mental clarity that is kind of maybe clouding over the person's ability to judge a situation, to see what is true, and that creates confusion. Sometimes it can be a card of having a lot of choices on the menu. And, if you're in some kind of like career situation where your name is hot right now, or there's a buzz around you, you may be fielding offers and you're not sure exactly what is the correct thing to do. The higher message is the Temperance card, which is connected to the spiritual and the material both having to be honored. And it's not like one versus the other. You're not grounded if you're just like astral projecting all the time. And if you're always on the ground, you never get in touch with your higher self. And so you're kind of living just a material life. And that can create a lot of bad choices, because you might just make choices based on, oh, what's in it for me? How much money is there? Am I going to get a lot of praise? Rather than, am I going to be helping a lot of people? What is the best outcome for everyone concerned? What crosses you is the Eight of Pentacles. This can be kind of like not doing your best job. Like, for instance, if this is something you're seeking, like you don't feel that you're being honored in your current position, then the temptation can be just to mail it in. And that's kind of what this card is being a slacker. And if you do something like that because you're just like waiting to get out of there, then you just confirm everything. If you feel like you have always been undervalued, then you're just going to up the ante, where they are going to feel justified in treating you unfairly. And this also goes for anything connected to your personal life, because all of these cards can be connected to your personal life as well, where in that case, you may be seeking another's approval, and the Eight of Pentacles can be that you're trying too hard. It shouldn't be anything that you have to prove yourself to that person. And if ever you feel that way, then you're probably in the wrong relationship. What's coming in? Two of Cups. This is a card of commitment, a card of reunion, and in some cases, this can be a card of forgiveness. Now, if, for instance, it's funny here, it could be like the Six of Wands could be a Leo that is in your life. Maybe, we're having a Mercury retrograde right now. Maybe this is somebody, a blast from the past. And this person is somebody that you used to date, and you go back to that person. Is it really a good idea with the Nine of Cups as the outcome card? Six of Wands can be a Leo. Temperance might be a Sagittarian. Or it's saying, whoa, Nelly, hold on the brakes here. You might be going too fast for something that especially if somebody else is trying to pressure you into committing too quickly. And so you feel like, oh, I better do this or I'm going to lose this person. Then it could lead to the anxiety. But even the anxiety could be overblown. It might not be as bad as you're making it out to be. Actually, you may be deluded about a relationship. And it's funny because it is right above this card. Maybe you were separated, broken up from somebody who didn't honor you, and they've come around again. And it's that old pattern kind of rearing its head, and you realize that you got sucked into it. Usually those types of people, in my opinion, are narcissists, narcissistic spectrum, and they kind of like toy with people. That's their modus operandi. They're not really interested in honoring you, honoring anybody else for that matter. They're just more about their own power as they conceive of it, which is actually quite puny. And so I picked a clarification card. I got the Strength card. It's really about, to me, this is about it being an inside job. We can't use another person to make us feel good about ourselves. Yes, of course, it's human nature to want people to see the good in us. And especially if you grew up and you didn't get that, I totally understand that. But the irony is, I think you're much more likely to attract somebody who's the opposite of that by needing it so much. That's the paradox. So, anyway, that's what I have for you. I hope that this resonated. If you'd like a private reading, the link is below. Take care. Bye.